My first dive with my Challenger SpearPro 50. Tiny little reef gun, wanted to check it out, jump in the water, and the first thing I see is it is just absolutely beautiful. Look at the clarity here. The water, the winter cold water is just so beautiful. However, if you look around, there's no fish. My first focus here was to try out this new little gun, so I took a few more dives just to check out the fish here. We've got a couple rubber lip perch swimming around and a few more reef surf perch, so I did follow these through. I went to take a shot at them. So far, this looks awesome, but as you can see here, I totally missed this one. I take a shot, it just goes a little bit high. I need to get used to using this gun just because it is smaller. I have a smaller extension. I need to do a better job of really extending my arm, looking down the shaft to take a shot. It's not quite like my Pathos laser where I can really just, if I aim at something, I know where that's going to hit and I take shot. Here's another shot at this. As you can see, I just barely miss it. So a few more dives. It's just absolutely beautiful. But now I'm switching focus. I'm going to start looking for a few lobsters. And in this big eelgrass, it's just crazy. You got to kind of get used to it. The eelgrass is moving around, but it's just so beautiful, so clear. And all of a sudden, I do start seeing some lobsters in here. So I'm going to shift focus and start going for those lobsters. The crazy thing about today was it was just so clear, and being the daytime, normally it's really difficult to get in and get those lobsters or really even see them. And once I got the hang of it, there were lobsters absolutely everywhere. The challenge was just getting your hands right through this eelgrass, right into those holes fast enough to grab them, which proved to be very difficult because your hands get hung up in the eelgrass as you go to grab them. For a second, I just had to pause right at the surface and video this because it was just so beautiful watching the eelgrass go back and forth with the swells, and really the whole thing moves. It's like watching a wheat field, if you've ever seen that, with the winds coming across, and you just dive into it and it just feels like a whole nother world. Another reason for just watching from above is as this moves, you're able to see lobsters in their holes as the eelgrass moves. Here I see one, I make a drop on it, and I go right into the hole. I grab it, I get a great hold on it. However, it really pinches itself into this hole. So I have got to let it go, but there is an exit on the other side. So I go to watch it as I come up. The lobster does end up going through the other hole, and as I'm watching it, it disappears into this little bit of kelp here. And what I end up finding is it's actually holding onto the kelp. And so I grab it, the kelp, and move up with my new prize. This turned out to be the only keeper of the dive, which was still great. It was about a 1.5 pound lobster. But one of the really cool things going out here is, if you look here, this is the same spot during winter going around. It's beautiful, it's clear. This is almost the same area just a few months earlier. Look at all the huge kelp. And because of winter storms, all that kelp gets completely destroyed and blown out, and will start growing up again during the summer. The rest of the dive was just looking for a few more lobsters and just looking in holes, trying to find a few more fish. But nothing really too exciting happened next. Just really exploring the whole reef, looking through all the beautiful clear water, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of this. This was a great final dive of 2022. Got a lobster, got some food. Cheers for watching. Later.